So in this video, what I wanted to do was talk about some different, tape emulation plugins. And the first one that I want to talk about is the J37. Now, when people talk about tape, when engineers, when you ask them about tape, they'll use the word warm. They'll say it sounds really warm. I'm not a fan of using adjectives to describe audio. I'd rather let the sound speak for itself, if that makes any sense, and instead of using just adjectives to describe the sound. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about this, J37. I'll talk about the Kramer Tape MPX plugin. I'll talk about 3 Nebula plugins, and I'll talk about the VTM-M2 by CDSoundmaster. I guess the M2 stands for the 2 Michaels who created this program, Michael Heller and Michael Angel. So thank you to Michael Heller and Michael Angel. I'll put you guys in the description. This is with no effects. So now we'll add the Waves J37, and I'm going to drive the input. I'll show you guys how it sounds when you drive the input. It gives it like a cool distorted type crunchy sound. Then when over here when I click this, it's switching to 7.5 IPS. You got the tracks, of course, the model tracks. I'm going to be using 2+3, but I'll show you guys what 2 and 3 sound like. You got the effects down here. You got wow, flutter, noise level. Which noise level? I mean, you bring that up, it gives you like an analog noise. Like if you listen, if I don't talk, like you can hear like the, it shows up right here. You can hear the noise that, you can get. And of course, saturation, which in my opinion, saturation, it sounds really good on vocals. As you can see, the 7.5, it gives it a really like old school R&B, type crunchy sound, and it's because the tape is moving a lot slower. If you go to 15 IPS, you can see that the tape is moving fast. 7.5, it's moving slower. And I mean, back then they would use 7.5 IPS, in order to have more room to record. But of course, you can even use like 30 IPS, but in this tape machine, it really doesn't have that option. The reason I like the J37, it's got a cool sound to it. I'm going to show you guys some other presets also. I know that down here you can see Abbey Road Studios. There was one of these in Abbey Road Studios. I think when the Beatles were recording Abbey Road, of course, they used this tape machine. Of course, Eric Valentine, the producer Eric Valentine, has one of these. So I'm a big fan of this tape plugin, this tape machine. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more, play some more on this thing, and then we'll switch to the next one. All right, cool. Let me show you guys the Kramer Tape MPX plugin. I'm a big fan of this plugin. I really like it a lot. Definitely recommend this plugin. Next, I'm going to show you guys the 3 Nebula programs from CDSoundmaster. So on this first one, we got the Studer 0dB 15A, 15 IPS, based off of the Studer MK3. I'm also going to show you guys a ReVox one, which is pretty good too. So this is the Studer 0dB 15 IPS plugin from CDSoundmaster. So. Without the thing. Let's go into the next one. This next one is the Otari 15 IPS 0dB. And we'll bypass it and everything. This next one's the APX, part of the APX collection. It's based off of the Ampex 351, which is very similar to the tape machine that Phil Spector used, which was the 361. So this should really, roll off the high end a lot and give you like a really, I'll play it without and then with. So we'll bypass it first. And you'll hear a huge difference in sound. Listen. So that's without and with. The last one I'm going to show you guys is the ReVox, Studer ReVox tape machine. Very, very, very popular. And the last one I'm going to show you guys is the CDSoundmaster VTM-M2, which, in my opinion, this is a really, 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 really great plugin, man. This plugin, I mean, if you want to get one of these, I would recommend this one. This is a really great plugin. Here we go. I'm a big fan of this one. Again, I'll bypass it and then, with and without. So this is without and with. So subtle difference, but.